Hey Cancer, I just pulled cards for you, and honestly, what came through is absolutely beautiful. I've been doing tarot for years, and sometimes the universe just shows up in the most incredible way, and today is one of those days for you. Let me share what I'm seeing because this energy is really something special. So I'm holding my deck, and the first card that appeared is the Eight of Wands in Cancer. I need you to understand what this means for you right now. This card is literally movement at lightning speed. Everything that felt stuck or slow in your life is about to shift dramatically. I'm talking about things happening so fast you might actually need to catch your breath. The Eight of Wands represents messages coming in, opportunities flying toward you, and this incredible momentum that you haven't felt in probably a long time. What's fascinating here is that this isn't just random luck. This is the universe finally aligning things that were meant to be yours all along. I'm seeing communication coming through very clearly, maybe someone reaching out who you've been thinking about, or news about something you applied for weeks ago suddenly materializing. The energy here is urgent and positive, like when you've been waiting for a train and suddenly three show up at once. This is your moment, Cancer, and the universe is basically saying, get ready because things are moving now. What I love about this card for you is that it's clearing away all the delays and obstacles that have been frustrating you. You know that feeling when you're trying to move forward, but it feels like walking through mud? That's over. The path is clear, and you're about to experience what it feels like when everything flows effortlessly. This could manifest in your career with sudden job offers or promotions, in your personal life with relationships progressing quickly, or even in creative projects that suddenly take off. The key message here is don't second-guess the speed of things right now. When opportunities come flying in, grab them because this is divine timing at its finest. The second card coming through is the Six of Pentacles. And oh, Cancer, this is making my heart so happy for you because this is about receiving abundance. After a period of giving so much, you've been the person who shows up for everyone, haven't you? The one who helps, who supports, who gives even when your own cup is running low. The Six of Pentacles is the universe's way of saying it's your turn now. This card represents generosity coming toward you, resources flowing into your life, people showing up to support you in ways that might surprise you. I'm seeing someone or multiple people recognizing your value and wanting to invest in you somehow. This could be financial support, emotional support, mentorship, or opportunities being handed to you because someone sees your worth. What strikes me most about this card in your reading is the balance it represents. You've been on the giving end for so long, and now the scales are tipping in your favor. This isn't just about material things, though. That's definitely part of it. This is about finally being seen and appreciated for everything you bring to the table. I'm getting strong energy around a specific person in a position of power or authority who is going to extend a hand to you. Maybe a boss, a mentor, someone with resources who decides you're worth investing in. The universe is orchestrating this, Cancer, and your job is simply to receive gracefully. I know that might be hard because you're used to being the giver, but practice saying yes when help and abundance show up. This card also suggests you're entering a phase where your financial situation improves noticeably. Not through struggle or grinding harder, but through opportunities that come to you because people recognize your value. There's also an element of karma here. All the good you've put out into the world is coming back multiplied. And the timing couldn't be more perfect. Now the third card here is the Seven of Cups in Cancer. I need to talk to you about this one because it's showing me something really important about your current mental state and the choices in front of you. The Seven of Cups represents multiple options, different paths you could take, and honestly a bit of overwhelm about which direction to choose. What I'm seeing is that you have more opportunities than you know what to do with right now or very soon. This ties directly into those first two cards about things moving fast and abundance coming in. But here's where you need to pay attention. Not every shiny option in front of you is real or worth pursuing. The Seven of Cups warns about illusions, about things that look amazing on the surface but might not have substance underneath. I'm getting the sense that you're going to be presented with multiple romantic possibilities, career paths, or life directions, and you need to use discernment. The universe is testing your clarity here, Cancer. Can you see through the fog and identify what's genuinely aligned with your highest good versus what's just a beautiful distraction? I'm seeing one option in particular that keeps catching your eye, something that seems almost too good to be true. And honestly, you need to look deeper before committing. This doesn't mean close yourself off to possibilities. It means stay grounded while exploring them. Take time to really examine what each option offers and requires from you. Some of these cups hold real treasure, others hold illusions that will waste your time and energy. The key is not to rush your decision despite the fast energy of the Eight of Wands. You can move quickly and still be discerning. What I love about this card appearing now is that it's giving you a heads up to stay clear-headed during this exciting time. Don't let excitement override your intuition, Cancer, because your gut knows which path is real. The fourth card showing up is Judgment, and wow, Cancer, this is massive. The Judgment card represents awakening, rebirth, and a major life evaluation where you're being called to rise to a higher version of yourself. This isn't subtle energy, this is the universe literally calling you forward into your destiny. What I'm seeing here is that you're at a crossroads moment where past experiences, lessons, and even pain are all coming together to create this powerful transformation. Everything you've been through has been preparing you for what's coming next, and Judgment is saying it's time to answer that call. This card often appears when someone is about to make a significant life change that aligns them with their true purpose. For you, Cancer, I'm seeing this connected to finally stepping into your power and not apologizing for taking up space anymore. You've spent time in the shadows, supporting others, playing small maybe because it felt safer. The Judgment card is the universe saying those days are over. You're being called to step forward, to own your gifts, to let yourself be seen in a bigger way. This could manifest as a career change where you finally pursue what you're truly passionate about, or a personal transformation where you stop accepting less than you deserve in relationships. There's also a strong energy here of healing and forgiveness, both of yourself and others. Past situations that hurt you are being resolved energetically even if the people involved never apologize or acknowledge what happened. The universe is clearing that karma and lifting you to a higher vibration. What makes me emotional about this card for you is that it represents answered prayers. Things you've been asking the universe for, sometimes desperately, are about to manifest because you've done the inner work, and you're finally ready to receive them. This is your resurrection moment, Cancer, and it's going to be beautiful. Coming in as the fifth card is the Seven of Swords, and okay, Cancer, we need to talk about this one because there's a warning. Here that's important for you to hear. The Seven of Swords represents deception, strategy, and someone not being fully honest. In the context of all this amazing energy coming your way, this card is showing up to remind you that not everyone is happy about your upcoming success. I'm seeing someone in your circle or someone who will enter your life soon who has hidden motives. This could be someone who smiles to your face but talks behind your back, or someone who tries to steal your ideas or take credit for your work, or even someone who pretends to support you while secretly hoping you fail. The energy here isn't about living in fear or paranoia. It's about being aware. Keep your plans close to your chest for now, Cancer. You don't need to announce every move you're making or share every opportunity that comes your way. Let your success speak for itself after it happens, rather than broadcasting your intentions beforehand. I'm also seeing that this card might represent you needing to use strategy and intelligence to navigate a tricky situation. Maybe there's something you need to handle carefully. A conversation you need to have, or a situation where being too direct could backfire. Use your intuition here because you'll know when to speak up and when to move quietly. The Seven of Swords can also indicate that you're discovering the truth about someone or something that wasn't what it seemed. This revelation might sting initially, but ultimately it's protective because it shows you reality rather than the illusion you were believing. Trust yourself when something feels off, Cancer, because your instincts are sharper than you give them credit for. This card appearing in your reading isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to keep you wise and protected during this powerful time of growth and opportunity. The sixth card, energy. Here is the Six of Wands in Cancer. This is exactly what I wanted to see for you because this card represents victory, recognition, and public success. After that warning from the Seven of Swords, the Six of Wands is reassuring you that despite any behind-the-scenes nonsense from jealous people, you are winning. This card shows someone riding high, being celebrated, receiving acknowledgement for their achievements, and that's your energy right now. What I'm seeing is that something you've been working on, maybe struggling with or doubting yourself about, is going to result in public recognition that surprises you with its magnitude. People are going to notice you, Cancer, in the best possible way. This could be praise at work that leads to advancement, social recognition where your reputation grows significantly, or personal validation where people who doubted you have to watch you succeed. There's an element of vindication here that feels really satisfying. You know those people who didn't believe in you or who counted you out? They're about to see exactly what you're capable of, and honestly, it's going to be a beautiful moment of proof that you were right to bet on yourself. The Six of Wands also indicates leadership energy. You might find yourself in a position where others look to you for guidance or inspiration. This isn't about ego, though. It's about earned respect and genuine achievement. What I love about this card following the Judgment card is that it confirms your rebirth is going to be witnessed and celebrated. You're not transforming in private. You're rising in a way that inspires others and opens doors you didn't even know existed. The universe is literally setting you up for a win that everyone can see, and the timing of this is absolutely perfect. Let yourself enjoy this recognition when it comes. Cancer, because you've earned every bit of it through your perseverance and faith even when things look dark. Seventh card pulling through is the King of Swords, and this energy is so important for you right now, Cancer, because it represents mental clarity, truth, and authoritative communication. The King of Swords is someone who cuts through nonsense with sharp intellect and clear boundaries. What I'm seeing is that you're being called to embody this energy yourself, or this type of person is entering your life as an ally. If it's you stepping into this energy, the message is clear. You need to think with your head as much as your heart during this transformative period. I know as a Cancer, you lead with emotion and intuition, which is beautiful, but right now you also need strategic thinking and logical decision-making. The King of Swords doesn't let feelings cloud judgment when important choices need to be made. This card is telling you to speak your truth clearly and directly, set firm boundaries with people who try to take advantage, and don't be afraid to cut off situations or relationships that no longer serve you. There's a coldness to this king that might feel uncomfortable for you at first, but it's necessary protection right now. If this card represents someone coming into your life, I'm seeing a mentor figure, possibly male or masculine energy, someone in authority who is fair-minded and will give you honest guidance without sugarcoating things. This person could be instrumental in your career advancement or in helping you navigate complex situations with wisdom. What strikes me about this card here is the emphasis on truth. You're in a phase where truth matters more than keeping the peace or making people comfortable. The King of Swords demands honesty and integrity both from yourself and from others around you. If someone has been lying to you, or if you've been lying to yourself about something, this energy is going to force everything into the light. This might be uncomfortable, but it's absolutely necessary for your growth. The mental clarity this card brings means you're going to see situations and people with stark honesty, and once you see clearly, you can't unsee it. Use this clarity to make decisions that honor your true path, even if those decisions are difficult. The eighth card is so interesting because it's another 6. The Six of Cups, and Cancer, this is bringing in nostalgia, past connections and childhood innocence, but in a really meaningful way for your current situation. The Six of Cups often indicates someone from your past reappearing in your life, and I'm getting strong energy that this is someone significant. This could be an old friend, a past romantic connection, or even someone from your childhood who you haven't thought about in years. What makes this reunion special is that it comes at exactly the right time to help you remember who you were before life got complicated. This person or this energy of reconnecting with your past carries healing. Maybe there's unfinished business that needs resolution, or maybe this person reminds you of dreams you set aside that are actually still valid and worth pursuing. I'm also seeing the Six of Cups representing a return to joy and simple pleasures. You've been through some heavy stuff, Cancer, and this card is inviting you to play, to laugh, to engage with life from a place of wonder rather than worry. Let yourself be childlike in the best sense, curious, open, unguarded in moments where it's safe. This card can also indicate reconciliation, either with a person or with a part of yourself that you abandoned. If you've been harsh with yourself, critical of your choices, the Six of Cups is offering gentle forgiveness and the chance to move forward with compassion. There's also potential here for a romantic connection that has past life energy or that feels familiar in a soul-deep way. If you're single, watch for someone who feels like coming home, who brings out a sweetness in you that you thought you'd lost. The Six of Cups appearing now suggests that looking backward briefly isn't about getting stuck in the past. It's about retrieving something valuable that you left behind so you can integrate it into your future. Maybe it's confidence you had as a kid. Maybe it's a talent you stopped nurturing. Maybe it's just permission to enjoy life without overthinking everything. Whatever it is, the universe is giving you the gift of reconnection so you can move forward more whole. The ninth card here is the Page of Swords and Cancer. This youthful intellectual energy is bringing news, information, and a curious mindset that's going to serve you well. The Page of Swords represents messages coming in that require your attention, new ideas that spark your creativity, and the courage to speak up even when your voice shakes. I'm seeing that you're going to receive information soon that changes your perspective on something important. This could be literal news through a phone call, email, or conversation, or it could be an insight that hits you suddenly and clarifies something you've been confused about. What I love about the Page of Swords is the honesty and directness this energy brings. No games, no manipulation, just straightforward communication that cuts to the heart of matters. You might find yourself being more vocal than usual, standing up for yourself in situations where you would have stayed quiet before. This is growth, Cancer, and it's connected to that King of Swords energy we saw earlier. You're learning to use your voice as a tool and a weapon when necessary. The Page of Swords also suggests mental agility and quick thinking. You're going to need to stay sharp and alert, because information is coming at you fast and you'll need to process it quickly to make good decisions. This isn't a time to space out or ignore red flags. Pay attention to what people say and what they don't say. Notice inconsistencies. Trust when something doesn't add up. This page energy is also about learning and curiosity. Maybe there's a skill you want to develop or knowledge you want to acquire. This card supports that pursuit. You're in a mindset right now where absorbing new information comes easily, and you can use that to your advantage. Be the student, ask questions, don't pretend to know things you don't, because there's power in admitting what you don't know and seeking to learn. The Page of Swords can sometimes indicate a younger person entering your life with important information or a fresh perspective that helps you see things differently. Stay open to wisdom coming from unexpected sources, because the universe uses all kinds of messengers. The 10th and final card completing this reading is the Eight of Cups and Cancer. I'm going to be honest with you. This card always makes me pause because it represents walking away from something that no longer serves you, even when it's hard to leave. The Eight of Cups shows someone turning their back on a situation that looks stable or complete on the surface, but doesn't fulfill them emotionally anymore. What I'm seeing for you is that all this growth, all these opportunities, all this abundance coming in is going to require you to leave something behind. Maybe it's a job that pays the bills but kills your soul. Maybe it's a relationship that's comfortable but not truly loving. Maybe it's a version of yourself that you've outgrown but keep clinging to out of fear. The Eight of Cups is the universe giving you permission, and actually the push to walk away and trust that something better awaits. I know this is scary, Cancer, because walking away means uncertainty, and you value security. But here's what I'm feeling strongly. Staying where you are right now is actually the bigger risk. The path you're on currently has a ceiling, and you're about to hit your head on it. The Eight of Cups is showing you there's a mountain in the distance you need to climb, and yes, it's going to require effort and courage, but the view from the top is worth every difficult step. This card appearing at the end of your reading tells me that everything else we've talked about, the fast movement, the abundance, the recognition, the clarity, all of it is preparing you to make this significant departure. You're being equipped with everything you need to leave behind what's no longer aligned with your highest good. The Eight of Cups isn't about running away from problems. It's about walking toward your destiny, even when that means leaving behind the familiar. Trust your instincts about what needs to be released, Cancer, because you already know deep down what's not working anymore. The cups you're leaving behind might look full, but they're filled with things that don't nourish your soul, and there's no point carrying them any further. This journey you're about to embark on is deeply personal and spiritual. It's about finding emotional fulfillment and authentic happiness, rather than settling for what looks good from the outside. Let yourself grieve what you're leaving if you need to, but don't let grief stop you from moving forward because your future self is going to thank you for having the courage to choose growth over comfort. Cancer. The overall message coming through this reading is so clear and so powerful. You're standing at a threshold moment where the universe is literally conspiring to elevate your entire life. Fast movement is bringing opportunities you've been waiting for. Abundance is flowing toward you after a season of giving, and you're being called to rise into a higher version of yourself that doesn't apologize for success or shrink to make others comfortable. But with all this incredible energy comes responsibility. You need to stay discerning about which opportunities are real versus illusions. Protect yourself from people who don't have your best interests at heart, and be willing to walk away from what no longer serves you, even when leaving is hard. The universe is supporting you completely, Cancer, but you have to do your part by making brave choices and trusting your intuition, even when logic says to play it safe. This reading is screaming destiny at me. Everything you've been through, all the lessons, all the pain, all the growth has been preparing you for what's coming next, and it's bigger and more beautiful than you've allowed yourself to imagine. Stop playing small. Stop doubting yourself. Stop accepting crumbs when you deserve the whole feast. Your miracle isn't just coming, Cancer. It's already here, unfolding in real time, and your job is to recognize it, receive it, and rise to meet it with all the courage and faith you possess. I hope this reading resonated with you and gave you clarity about what's happening in your energy right now. The cards are so supportive of you, and I genuinely feel excited about what's coming your way. Trust the process, trust yourself, and know that you're exactly where you need to be. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today.